Situation. The current violence in the southern border provinces due to the extremists now has lasted for more than 14 years and resulted in the loss of lives and properties of many innocent people. The violence due to the extremists who instigate violence through the propaganda by declaring that the southern border provinces region is the land of Darun Harbi and revoke jihad from all members of Muslim communities. However, this claim has been denied by religious leaders as well as representatives from OIC who insist that the problem in the southern border provinces is not from religious conflict, and Thailand has equally promoted and supported activities of various religions indiscriminately. By following the operation procedure, guiding and governing by the respective laws, enforcing military operations as necessary, utilizing political campaign and development to further expand on the result, the overall situation has very much improved. The continued efforts by all government agencies to address and solve people's suffering and the commitment in the development of the region to improve people's quality of life have enhanced the government to gain greater trust and support from the people. Overall, the violence in the southern border provinces is the domestic problem, where the government needs to address the problem correspondingly by enforcing national law to those who violate. As such, this is not the region of armed conflict, neither a war zone, as some organizations or NGOs attempting to portray in order to bring the problem to international dimension. Solution Guideline. All operations will be proceeded according to peaceful principles, respecting of human rights, fairly, justly, and transparently, enforcing law under the Royal Grand Strategy, understanding, reaching out, and development, together with the philosophy of sufficiency economy. These operations include providing security for people's lives and properties. These operations emphasize on the launching of the strategy to engage people participation, promote and strengthen local forces. The operations focus on providing protection and intercepting violence against 8 main economic towns and municipalities and to raise security in this region to the highest safety level. Safety zones are designated in townships, government offices, and commercial areas where distinct responsibility is assigned for each area of operations. In addition, territorial volunteer forces have been strengthened through training for greater efficiency, such that they will be ready to look after security of the region in place of military. Moreover, people are encouraged and supported to take part in providing their own security as well as the security of their own communities. These have resulted in the decrease of number of violence and enable people to better proceed with their normal life. Development of the region according to its natural potential and uplifting people's quality of life. This is carried out by focusing on creating jobs and income by promoting economic development down at the fundamental level under the concept of sufficiency economy. Examples of this activity include promoting the breeding of grilot fish or river carp fish, the breeding of bedong chicken, the construction of rest area and facilities to accommodate tourists as well as local people. These developments have been implemented in conjunction with government macroeconomic development, secure, prosperous, and sustainable triangle. To promote border trade, tourism, and agro-industry, Bedong Airport has now under construction to accommodate tourism industry and future investment and expected to be completed by 2019. In addition, a feasibility study for the expansion of Pattani Airport is concurrently conducted in order to accommodate future government's economic development plan. Consequently, people in the region have better foundation for better living. economic indicators have shown that during 2017, barter trade have increased for more than 45%, with more than 56,000 million baht better trade balance. Meanwhile, there are more than 1,200,000 tourists visited the region. About 60% are foreigners. Justice facilitation and remedy for the affected people. The guideline for law enforcement is given such that there will be no violation to human rights principle in all due process, starting from the initial arresting, detaining for questioning or interrogation and prosecution. All of these processes must be carried out justly and transparently, and open for verification by both domestic and international human rights organizations. Furthermore, opportunity is open for perpetrators of violence to quit their violence movements and join the Bring People Home project, where they will be facilitated under the proper legal mechanism. Meanwhile, they can join vocational training and become the members of Bring People Home Club in their district. Currently, there are more than 45,000 participants of this project. Joining the project is an important step for people who have different views to stop their violence movement and return to live normal lives with family members. By doing so, sustainable peace in the region can be nourished, creating better understanding domestically and internationally. This effort stresses on enhancing comprehensive understanding in all dimensions in order to solve the conflict which have been previously instilled, distorted for hatred and violence. The emphasis of the operation is to carry it out according to the genuine Islamic principle as guided by Kampong Takwa concept. In the Kampong Takwa concept, Masjid will be the focal point for operation, and strong community regulations are established. Religious leaders are given high respect and supported by government to play a great role in order for people to follow the right teaching of religion. Kampong Takwa concept has been carried out in more than 1,800 villages from more than 2,000 villages. In addition, harmony living among people of different religions is concurrently promoted, so that strong multicultural community can endure. Better understanding in academic institution is also emphasized, where the focus is on patriotism, the realization of national identities while still respecting local identities. This is to create pride among new generation in nationhood under different local identities, protecting them from being indoctrinated toward hatred and violence. Future cooperations will maintain continuity in solving the problem according to government policy to make sustainable, secure, and prosperous southern border provinces through the unity civil state effort. Cooperation from all government agencies, whether civilian, police, and military, as well as private sectors, entrepreneurs, and all people, must closely integrated and united to create jobs and occupation for people. Mobilize people to take part in solving the problem, both in the security dimension and development dimension, which will lead to the sustainable peace and development of the region.